Black Clover Mobile has just launched, and today we are going to talk about 8 important things you guys need to know to thrive in this game. The very first thing I want to go over in this guide is how to get your daily free items. There is a ton of free stuff in the game, and you guys want to make sure you're making fullest advantage of it. So the very first thing is go up to the bonus tab in the top left, click on the bonus tab, and you will notice that for purchasing things, you can get a bonus. You have 7-day missions where you can get rewards that way. Eventually at the end, you get 2,000 black crystals, that's a really good reward. It takes 1,200 black crystals to be able to do a summon, so that is a really good amount of black crystals. There is a survey here you can do for 150 free black crystals at the time of launch. You want to make sure you do this. There are chapter unlocking rewards as you get through chapters 1, 2, 3, and so on. You get 1,200 black crystals or 1 free multi-summon, which is massive. There is a rank up event. As you rank up your account, you can see my account currently is at level 9, but as you rank it up, you can get a full multi-summon as well for rank 8, rank 14, rank 18, and rank 20. So a lot of free summons just by going to the bonus tab menu here and checking out what they all have. They also have a star accumulation bond patrol. So what this is it has to do with patrols, and we'll talk about patrols later in the video, but as you 3-star patrol levels, which means getting the highest rating on patrol levels, then you will eventually add those stars together and you'll get free tickets towards multis as well, which is really nice. So that's another way to get free summons as well. We also have bond patrol burning time, clear bond patrols on the world map, and earn special rewards. So this goes back to the patrols. As we complete the patrols, you will get these other free rewards. The presents here are the really big ones because presents can be used to increase your bond level with characters, and increasing your bond level with characters is how you get the shards to be able to awaken your characters eventually up to LR. And then additionally, we have mileage goals, earn mileage with purchases for bonus rewards. So this is just another purchase reward type thing. Okay, so you can see the rewards that we have right here already. And then playtime rewards. This is the big one. You want to make sure you're playing for a certain amount of time each day, which is 90 minutes. At 90 minutes, you will get 50 black crystals for free. You also get some free level up items and stuff like that along the way, which are helpful as well. So that is all the free stuff you can currently get from the bonus tab on the top. It does switch with every season. They will come out with new events that give you new free stuff. Sometimes there's like a Monopoly board there, and you guys can roll the dice and get free items there and stuff like that. So that's something to look forward to. Make sure you are always checking the bonus tab whenever you guys log into the game. The next way to get free stuff is going over here to the menu. You go into the shop tab, and you wouldn't think the shop is going to have free stuff, but it does, and it resets daily. So you want to make sure you are logging in daily and getting your free gift. So right here, there is a daily gift, and if you click it, it'll show you what it has. It has 50 stamina, it has 2 level up items, and free Yule or gold, which is really nice. So go ahead and claim that from the shop. Additionally, the other thing you want to get from the shop, if you go down here to general, you will be able to get 10 free skip tickets per day. This is like the best way to get skip tickets other than buying them. So you want to make sure you're getting these every single day if you can, because other than that, it's fairly hard to get skip tickets, and skip tickets are really nice when you're trying to grind out level up items for your mages to level them up. And then last but not least, let's talk about the missions tab. So the missions tab is the other way to get really nice rewards. So you have daily missions. As you can see, I have already completed all mine. By the time you get done with your daily missions for the day, you do get a free silver ticket for summoning. You also get some black crystals along the way, which can be used towards your summons eventually. And then there is an intermediate level. This is like your weekly missions, and at the end of the intermediate level, you will get some more silver tickets. You'll be able to get these black crystals, so on and so forth. So you want to make sure you're completing these whenever you can, because you get free summons, free black crystals, stuff like that. But then the biggest one right here, this is the most important free thing that you guys need to know about, because this is what can mess you up in later seasons of the game. So right now, in season 1, I'm going to go back here for a minute, there is a gateway of reunion. Okay, this gateway of reunion is always going to be here. It's not just for launch. Okay, and what you can do with this gateway of reunion is there are 3 seasonal characters. You can pick one of them. I have picked Mimosa, and if you complete the missions, you get that character for free. And now let's say I pull Mimosa before I complete her missions, I can reset the missions and switch to another character. Like say I didn't pull Asta, I can switch to another character and get Asta. So that's really cool. But what you need is a key to be able to open up this gateway of reunion. They give you one for free for season 1, but season 2 they will not give you one for free. So if you guys want a key to get a free character when season 2 comes around, I know that's still a ways away, but when it comes around, you want to make sure you are completing these missions right here, the advanced missions, because that is what's going to give you the key to be able to unlock a free SSR character. And also you get 820 black crystals as well as this level up shard. And what this is it's a unanimous level up shard. It can be used on any SSR character, so this is really nice as well. And that is all the stuff you guys need to know about how to get free items in the game. Let's move on to our second important tip. This next tip is for anybody that kept up with the JP version of the game and maybe you're switching to global. So when JP initially launched, they had these things called story tickets. Notice that on the global version, there are no story tickets, which is amazing because story tickets limited how fast you could progress the story. I figure they want global to catch up to JP, right? So they have not put that limiter on game progress. Also, it just really made the game feel stale, like you weren't able to play it as much as you wanted. So that is a big win for global, and we no longer have to worry about story tickets. So the only thing you have to take into account when you're taking on these story missions right here, you can do as many as you want as long as you have the amount of stamina you need. That is all you need to be able to complete story missions now, which is really, really nice. For anyone that didn't pay attention to JP, you know, it won't affect you that much, but for anyone that did, that is a massive, massive win. And then additionally to that, I did already mention this in the free rewards, but the chapter unlocking rewards are very nice as well. This was not around when JP launched, so global players right now are winning. Trust me, guys, you are winning. So story mode in a very good place right now. I think the game is in a very good place. It looks great. The third tip I want to talk about refers to the seasonal character, the gateway of reunion that I was talking about before. You can choose whichever character you want. If you happen to pull them before you complete their missions, then you can reset this. Okay, so what is my advice when it comes to the seasonal characters, when it comes to the gateway of reunion? Well, here is my advice. If you go to the summon menu, right, you want to be summoning on this banner right here, the season 1 raid up summon banner, because you are more likely to pull the seasonal characters on this banner because it is a raid up banner and it has 200 pity. Listen to me very carefully. You can hit pity on season 1 as a free-to-play player. Okay, I'll repeat that. You can hit pity as a free-to-play player. How do I know? I did it on JP, okay? So you want to make sure, here's what you want to do. You want to do your summons up to 200 pity. Hopefully you pull one of the characters, okay? And then whatever character you didn't pull, hopefully you get one of the other characters on pity. You actually don't get to choose on pity unless they've changed that. I don't think they've changed that though. So when you get to pity, it gives you one of the 3. You don't get to choose which one, okay? So hopefully you pull, like, let's say you pull Asta, and then you get to pity and it gives you Yami. And then in that case, then I'm going to go finish and claim my missions for the portal that I was talking about only after I have done my summons. Do not claim your gateway of reunion character, no matter how badly you want them or how badly you want to work on them, before you have done your summons, because you want to be able to get a copy of every single character, because every single character in these seasonal summons is really, really, really good, okay? Like, insanely good. Each of them has their own uses. So Mimosa is one of the best healers in game, best healer in game right now, actually, for global. Yami is a really good damage dealer, and Asta is also an insanely good damage dealer because Asta gets additional attacks, which is just really good. Yami prevents healing, and then Mimosa does an insane amount of healing. So they all have very unique abilities, very unique skills, and they are all very, very good. So summon first, get to pity on this first, then go do your portal right here, your gateway of reunion. Do not do it before you've done your summons. Next, I want to talk about the world map and patrols and how everything about this menu right here in particular that we're looking at functions. So the very first thing is if you go down here to your adventure journal, you can see your world reputation. Your world reputation is probably going to be low at the start if you've just played through the story mode. How do you raise your world reputation and get these free black crystals? Well, the way you do that is you are going to go and do patrols. As you complete patrols, it will raise your world reputation. Now, just completing the patrols, right here you can see we have 6 out of 27 stars. Just completing those to 27 out of 27 stars is not going to give you enough reputation to level up. This means you are going to need those skip tickets I mentioned before to eventually level up your world. As you level up the world, you will be able to get better rewards besides just the black crystals. So at level 1, you get black crystals. At level 2, you get these items. At level 3, you get a shard for an SSR character, which is really good. These are really, really good. At world level 4, you get this chest. And at world level 5, you get 500 more free black crystals. Now, it does take longer to level up as you increase the world levels, and there is a different world level for every stage. Okay, so right now we are looking at world 1. There is world 2, world 3, world 4, and world 5 that you need to level up. Additionally, as you level up the worlds, you will be able to use the region shop and you will get new items unlocked in the region shop. So what is the region shop? Well, let me show you. This is the region shop in world 1. There is a shop per world. Okay, and if you click onto region shop, you'll see all these items that you can purchase with the region currency right here or with Yule. These are just cooking ingredients. You can cook with Charmy later on in the base, but then the big ones down here, these are the important things, right? These gifts that you want, the fragments of will, the crystals of will, all this good stuff down here costs extra rewards. Like 150 is insane for a box, right? But notice it says you need a world level of 3, a world level of 2, a world level of 1. Right now we're at a world level of 0, so this is another perk of leveling up your worlds. You're able to get gifts for characters. You're able to increase your bond level with characters with these gifts, and we'll talk about what the bond system is here in a second. But these gifts are very, very important, so you do want to level up your worlds. Back on the world map menu here, there are 2 more things that I want to talk about with, well, 3 more things actually I want to talk about with you guys. So the first one is when you find random items like this, you can sometimes find puzzle pieces. As you put together those puzzle pieces, they will unlock a skill card for you that you can use on your characters. Sometimes you find cooking items like this. Sometimes you find hooks. Those hooks can be used to fish. So right here, we're going to go ahead and fish, and sometimes you can also find these special little things like mini game tickets, or you can find puzzle pieces in here as well. This is my first time fishing in the global version, so it's giving me a little tutorial here on how to fish. The game does a pretty good job explaining everything, but I'm just trying to go over the things that it doesn't really explain to you guys. So yes, it tells us that we can use this stuff for cooking and whatnot, but it doesn't really tell you about the puzzle pieces. So that's why I wanted to point that out. We'll go ahead and fish. We'll see if we get a puzzle piece, but realistically, it's pretty rare to get a puzzle piece. Okay, so we got some food, we got some Yule, and that's all there is to fishing. Yeah, there's not much to it. It's pretty straightforward, but it's a nice little mechanic in the game that lets you get free stuff, free cooking items, and things like that. Okay, now the very last thing I wanted to talk about with you guys for this particular segment is patrols and how patrols work. Okay, so this is the basic beginner level patrol, and you can see we have 3 normal difficulties, and 2 of them I have 3 stars on so far. As you get more stars, you will be able to get more rewards. So right now for 3 stars, I'm able to get this. At 9 stars, I'll be able to get this. At 15 stars, I'll be able to get 200 black crystals. At 21 stars, I'll get 300 black crystals. At 27 stars, I get this. And then for completing the whole thing, you get this reward right here. Now, where do you get all these extra 27 stars? This is something that's easily missable if you're not paying attention. You click this right arrow to the right and you have hard difficulty, click it again, and you have nightmare difficulty. Do not take on hard and nightmare difficulty until you have some leveled up characters, because you almost definitely will lose. But these are nice little rewards, and these are the patrols that once again you needed to complete to be able to get the bonus menu for patrols. I think it was called the patrol burning time and also the star accumulation event. So these are the patrols you need to complete for that. I want to talk about the level up menu, the rank up menu, and specifically the bond system and how that works. So Simply put, the game does a really good job of explaining how to level up your characters. You just click level up, you use the training items, and you level your character up as high as you can get. As an SSR, the max level is 60, okay? And then if you want to increase that max level, you want to turn that SSR into a UR, you want to click rank up, and then from there you can choose how many of your 4-leaf clover you want to fill in. You do want to use your shared mage pieces on the clover itself. Do not use a specific mage piece on the clover, okay? So what do I mean by a specific mage piece? Well, this is a good time to talk about the bond menu. So we can click right here to go to the bond menu. There's other ways to go to it as well, okay? So in the bond menu, you can view each mage's profile and background story on the bond page. Who cares, okay? That's not really important. What does matter is what you get from the bond menu and also how you level up the bond menu, okay? So you can use gift boxes to level up bonds quickly, blah, 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 and then you got a rewards list here of all the different things you can get. This is the big thing, okay? So bond tutorial complete. All right, here are the gifts. These are the gifts I was talking about that you can get from the region shop. If you get gifts, it is a very quick way of leveling up bonds. How else do you level up your bond though, or level up your hearts? The way you do that is you just use the character in battle. It's as simple as that. The more you use the character, the faster you're gonna level up your bonds. What's the fastest way to level up your bonds? Technically, it's using skip tickets. So what's the best way to get skip tickets? Well, log in daily and get your free tickets from the shop, or you will be able to purchase them if you wanna spend a little bit of money on the game. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the rewards list here. And if you look at the rewards list for the bonds, at level 1, you get some training items. At level 2, this is the big one, you get a shared piece for all characters. At level 3, you get this, I forget what that is, something about the character. At level 4, you are able to become a UR. At level 5, you get more black crystals. At level 6, you get more training items. At level 7, you get another shared piece. At level 8, you get more training items. At level 9, you get a costume. At level 10, you can become LR. And then levels 11 through 15, you are able to get black crystals. Now these shared pieces are really nice. Make sure you make use of them, but do not use, like if you pull a duplicate of a character, you will see a character shard. I thought I'd be able to show it to you here, but let me go ahead and go to the shop real quick. Let me show you a character shard and what you don't want to use leveling up your clovers, because it's a waste and you can use those shards to limit break your characters. So we'll go to the shop. We'll go down to the, let me see if I can remember where it was. Was it general mage pieces? Okay. You don't want to use these mage pieces with specific character faces on them to level up your clovers, because you will be able to use these later on to limit break your characters essentially. So you want to hold on to these whenever you pull duplicates of characters. Do not put them into your clovers. I can't stress that enough. So I have claimed Lotus's bond rewards. Now I am able to fill the clover with these shared pieces here, and I am going to be able to rank him up. So we're going to go ahead and rank Lotus up. And this is what it looks like when you rank a character up. Okay, so that increases your gear slots as well, which is nice, and I'll show you what that is right here. So now we have use of all of our gear slots. We can fill that in with more gear, and you can make Lotus even stronger, which is really, really nice. Okay, and now that we have got the 4-leaf clover done, you can go to promote. And with the promote, you have to have a certain bond level. If you have reached that bond level, which is bond level 4, you're able to promote the character from SSR to UR. This used to be where you had to have character copies or character pieces that I was talking about before. So another dub for global, the fact that we don't need those anymore. Notice I have not reached the bond level 4 yet, but as soon as I do, I will be able to level Lotus up to UR. So that's how you get URs and LRs. Out of all the characters in the Black Bull's base, Charmy is probably, honestly, the most useful. You know, some of the others do have their uses, like Vanessa has her uses, Gray has his uses, or her uses technically. But yeah, the cookie menu is really, really nice because you are able to increase the amount of bond that you collect. You're able to increase the amount of gear that you're able to get by like 30%, which is a massive amount, right? You can increase your attack, and there's just a lot of things that you can increase by eating a meal before going into battle. So if you ever wondered how to get those meals, well, as long as you have the ingredients from the fishing we mentioned earlier, or from the shops, the region shops that we mentioned earlier, then you are able to cook meals. And we'll go ahead and cook one right here with Charmy. And you can see her and her sheep making up the meal. It's kind of a nice little animation. They've really thought of everything in this game. And I think it is really, really nice how much thought and effort they put into just something as simple as the cooking system. But there we go. We have a bond collected meal plus 10%. If we eat that before going into a battle, then we will get an extra amount of bond added to our characters. Additionally, when visiting the base, you want to make sure you collect your income every day. As you can see, my income is sitting at 100%. We do get paid to be a Black Bull, so go ahead and collect that. And you will get some free skip tickets, you'll get some free stamina, you'll get some free level up items. Make sure you guys claim those every single day. And sometimes you can claim it more than once in a day, just depending on when you log in. After you defeat Mars in Chapter 2, you will unlock PvP, okay? And I'm talking about Mars in Titan form, where he has like the big diamond armor around him. That's the version of Mars you need to beat, because you do have to fight him a couple of times. When you unlock PvP, you will be able to see the different PvP arena rankings and stuff like that. You will start in Bronze League, but you can work your way up. Even though it says preseason, you can still work your way up. As you work your way up, this is very important that you want to do this, you will get free black crystals. As you can see, each time you reach a new league, you get free black crystals, and then wherever you end at the end of the season, you will get or sorry, not the end of the season, at the end of the week, you will get those weekly rewards. So you want to make sure that you are grinding out PvP as soon as possible, especially if you're watching this video at the beginning of the launch of the game, because this is the time where you're going to have the weakest people in PvP right now, and you're actually able to beat them. So make sure you do that, and then you go and claim your rewards. Additionally, when you go into PvP here, you can see this is a bronze team. This is probably honestly a bot. I don't believe you see like real teams until you get into silver. So as I'm in bronze 1, I am mainly seeing bot teams right now. I believe once you get into silver, you'll start to see like real teams. My team is at 64,000. I am on chapter 3. I don't have my characters as high as I want them yet. Obviously, these characters are all SSR, which just leads me to believe even more that they're bots, because they're not leveled up as high as they could be. So the fact that I have a higher amount of battle power than the enemy team, even though they technically have upgraded units, really just leans into the fact that bronze is pretty much bots. We'll go ahead and hit start. We'll watch this one through. I will just leave it on auto and show you guys how good Lotus is here, because in my reroll summons, I was saying summon for Lotus, get Lotus. You know, Lotus is really, really good. He's an insane debuffer. I wish I had an attacker right now to go with Lotus and kind of work with him, but that's okay. Go ahead and skip there. We'll skip all the plus, or not plus ultra animations. I almost said plus ultra because of my hero, but ultimate attack animations, we'll skip all those. As you can see, they're all pretty low already. Sister Lily is actually a really good unit and one of the better healers in game. If you have no other healer, if you don't get like the seasonal mimosa, or you didn't get the free pre-registration SR mimosa, she's actually a really solid option and a really good rare character to level up, surprisingly. Oh, we'll continue. Sometimes I try to skip animations and I pause it on accident. And they're all getting pretty close to death right here. Wonder if one of my characters dies. Maybe Asta dies, but I don't think so. Alright, there is one character dead. Luck's really nice because sometimes he can get that additional hit of electricity. He is an SR character. Asta's an SR character. The only two SSRs I have right now are Charlotte and Lotus. And as you can see, even with just those two characters, it was more than enough. Obviously, a bot team, and this is not live PvP for anybody that might have asked that question. This is versus AI, so it's versus an AI team that an opponent might have set up. The third to last tip is the squad menu. So let's talk about what squads are. Squads are basically like your guilds in the game. And if you want to create your own squad, you can when you first visit this menu, or you can join another person's squad. How do you get squads? You unlock them after completing a certain mission in chapter 3. It's like towards the beginning of chapter 3. So if you guys complete that mission, then you unlock squads and you'll be able to go in here. And in squads, there is a squad shop, there are squad challenges, there is a boss battle that you can take on with your squad. There's just so much stuff going on in squads, and I feel like it almost deserves a whole separate video, but just for a basic overview of squads, there you go. For the second to last tip, I want to point out where the settings or options menu is, because I can't even tell you how many times I'm like, where is the settings menu? I forgot where the settings menu is for the longest time because I needed to turn down the volume or something like that. Settings menu is right here, okay? So when you click on the Clover, settings menu is right here. You click on settings, boom, there it is. I don't know why. That's not really a big tip, but you know, maybe you were struggling to find it because I certainly struggled to find it. That is the only place where you can find the settings menu is right there. So there is settings menu for you. And last but not least, if you're going to be spending money on this game, let's talk about what is worth spending money on and what is not so much worth spending money on. So the welcome pack gives you 5 tickets and 10 level up items and 50 Yule for 99 cents. That one is worth it because it's 5 tickets. The 4.99 one, actually these two right here are fairly decent. Overall, actually these, actually these are all very good. These are all very, very good. So this one's really good because it's 99 cents. It gives you 5 summon tickets. That's half a multi. That's pretty good. I don't even care about the other stuff. The 4.99 one is good because you're getting a full multi summon for $5. That's solid. That's really good for any gacha game. Plus you're getting free gold. Plus you're getting some level up items. The 14.99 one, you're getting 2 multis, which is still good. Plus, this is the big thing, a UR gear selection box. UR gear is hard to come by. If you get UR gear by purchasing this earlier in the game, that is very, very helpful. And then for the rare pack here, it is $29.99. And you get 4 multi-summons and an LR gear selection box. That LR gear is really hard to come by. That is massive. Plus you get a portrait outline for your portrait, which is nice as well. But don't sleep on the gear selection. The gear selection is really, really good. That's honestly very, very helpful. So in terms of like new user things, I would say these are very, very good right here. Additionally, we have the 5th one, luxury pack. This can be purchased upon purchasing the rare pack, the one before it. And this one costs $49.99. You get 6 multis, you get LR gear selection, and I don't know if this one is necessarily worth it for $50. I would say 30 is kind of the upper end of what I would be willing to spend personally. So at most, I might go up to the rare pack if I was to buy these. I might buy them. I don't know yet personally. The launch celebratory pack, okay? I would personally not buy any of these, okay? There is a reason for that. They give you premium black crystals. You don't really need them. And there's a reason you don't really need them if you buy the other thing I'm going to talk about. They also give you summon tickets, but for like 20 summon tickets for $23, whereas up here on the new user, right, we can get 20 summon tickets for $15. Why? You know, don't waste your money on these. I don't think they're that great for the launch celebration packs, my opinion, but you know, let me know what you guys think. The thing I would spend money on is not this. Once again, this is kind of like another battle pass. They have like 2 battle passes in this game. So they have a free tier here where you're able to receive free items, and then a $20 tier where you're able to get some tickets as you progress through the story, basically. And you get these free items. They're decent items, you know, you get some shards for characters, you get some tickets and stuff like that, but I don't think it's really worth $20 for that, just because it doesn't give it to you for every mission. It gives it to you for some of them. You do get 1,200 premium black crystals, which are useful. We still haven't even talked about what premium black crystals do because they are different from regular black crystals, but like still not the greatest. For the special pack, we have Chapter 1 clear pack, Chapter 2 clear pack. These pop up after you complete chapters. Maybe worth it, but once again, $7.99 for 10 tickets, whereas up here on the new user, we can pay $4.99 for 10 tickets. Yeah, you're gonna have a hard time selling me on that one. The bond pack is another one you can get. You get 15 gifts. Basically, you can fully get an LR character off of this for $30 is what this essentially is. I don't know if you want to just quickly get an LR, this might be the way to go, but $30 still kind of crazy. I wouldn't buy it personally. And then we get down here to the standard packs where you can buy different things of like gifts and crystals and tickets and stuff like that. Buy these at your own discretion. I'm not going to say any of these are good or bad necessarily. I think the skip ticket ones are going to be really valuable because skip tickets are valuable as they are. And then we get down here to the premium crystal packs. So we were talking about premium crystals before, right? You could get premium crystals from the, what was it? The progression pack, I think. You get 1,200 premium crystals right here. Well, if you were to buy that progression pack and get the 1200 premium crystals, then you could use those 1200 premium crystals to come and buy stuff from this shop. You would be able to buy these tickets here, which is a free multi. You'd be able to buy these talent growth packs, these bond packs, so on and so forth. You'd be able to buy a key of reunion, which lets you unlock a free seasonal character. But overall, I still would not buy the progression pack, because there's another thing you can buy that will give you enough premium crystals to be able to at least buy the free multi. And we'll talk about what that is right now. So if you go to the monthly subscription, you have a premium monthly subscription and a standard monthly subscription for those of you who might not want to spend as much money. With this one, you do still get 100 premium black crystals, but with the premium one, you get 400, which is exactly enough to have a free multi. And then each day that you log in, you will get 120 free black crystals times 28 days, or let's just say 20 days. That's at least 2 free multis. It's like 2.5 free multis, 3,360 black crystals overall. And you are also getting 10 skip tickets a day. And like I've been telling you guys, skip tickets are invaluable and they're kind of hard to come by. So this right here, for the amount that it was, I think it was like $14.99. No, it wasn't even 14. I think it was like $9.99 or 10. Yeah, it was $9.99. $9.99 for this, if I remember right. Like, that is 100% worth it for this particular thing right here. It gives you all those black crystals. It gives you a free multi. It gives you all these skip tickets. Like, this is the best deal in the game right here. So the monthly subscription, if you guys can get that, get the monthly subscription. And then going down to the black crystals, once again, buy them at your own discretion, however many you think you need to summon. It costs 1,200 black crystals per summon, so keep that in mind. Mage pieces, I personally would be careful with using this shop because you might exchange things you don't want to exchange, so keep that in mind. Then you just got some time limited things. These are for the season 1, right? So if you happen to get any duplicates, you can use them to purchase these skill cards for those characters. You have growth pieces, so on and so forth. All of this stuff doesn't really cost money, so that's not really important. Gifts, stuff like that you can get pretty easily. You have your general shop down here. Not a lot going on with this one. You can use black crystals to buy tickets. You can use black crystals to buy stamina. I recommend you try not to use black crystals to buy these things because that is how you do your summons. So save as many black crystals as you can. You can use gold or Yule to buy these. I would buy these every single day that you can because these are just free level up items and they are actually pretty useful. So buy those whenever you can. Also, once again, make sure you're getting your free skip tickets whenever you can. And then last but not least, we have the exchange center. These are where you're able to exchange points from arena or special events that are going on in the game. So right now, if I was to earn arena points, I have 600 of them. Eventually, I would be able to buy these things for either like my guild or for my personal account or gold or whatever I need, whatever I need at the time. And then that's what these things are too, is just other things that you can exchange as you go through the game. And that is pretty much everything in the game, guys. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything. Hopefully this helps you out. Hopes you get started with the game. And if you guys are enjoying Black Clover Mobile, please go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Peace.